Hello, welcome back to Switched On, and I hope you all had good Christmases, probably better than mine, which was spent ill in bed, not playing many Switch games at all, so today's the first day I'm really up and about, so I thought I'd make a quick video. And it's a game I picked up on Christmas Eve, I think it was when it came out. It's JCB Pioneer Mars. I like these sort of weird simulation games, but this is something really quite different. They're normally either truck driving, or we've had Mud Runner recently come out. This one, as the title suggests, is set on Mars. So let's have a quick look and a walk through some of the bits. I'm going to start a new game. And just show you the first opening tutorial bits really. I've played this a little bit over the last couple of days, so I've not done much gaming, but what gaming I have done, I've probably put the time into this game. And to be honest, it's really quite fun. So the year is 2067. You've volunteered to be deployed to an unmanned section of Mars. Your mission? Survive and colonize. It's a lot to put on one person, isn't it, really? Not all missions proceed as planned. Oof. Can't breathe.
Pioneer, telemetry shows a critical impact during descent. Rebooting life support system.
Now there's a problem straight away here which I will try and correct. But basically the voice of your tutorial robot isn't particularly loud. I don't know why they set it that low. It's almost impossible to hear what she's saying.
Pioneer, telemetry shows a critical impact during descent. Rebooting life support systems.
So anyway, as you can probably tell, we've crashed.
Success.
We've got a scanner.
The existence of a potential life support system. Vehicle Explorer JMC X18.
And that scan's located our survival vehicle.
Rendezvous with Explorer JMC.
So the very first mission here is to get to that vehicle. Got first person movement, or if you right click on the, or right stick click, you can switch to a rather snazzy third person view. Graphics, as you can probably see, aren't mind blowing.
Meet your impact location on your hood. Please move quickly.
Kind of PS3 level really, but serves a purpose. It's fine. The gameplay's fun. Everything's a bit red and dusty, as you'd expect on Mars. Try not to die in the blasts. Whoa! Well, that wasn't very smart, Mr. Astronaut, was it? Up you get. Right, let's focus. So you can see that. Oh god, I'm gonna hit again. Little mini map there shows where your vehicle is you're trying to get to. So a nice bit of gravity here. That's a long fall. But yeah, it's a nice feeling of weightlessness, gravity. I've never been to Mars, but I imagine it's a little bit like this, probably. A lot of bouncing around. Whee! Don't know what view I prefer really. I quite like the third person view. Quite nice detail on the spacesuit and stuff. See where you're walking a little bit easier.
Turbulent weather patterns that have affected the mission are still within the immediate vicinity.
I was just going to say, there's some quite nice things here. You got a day-night cycle. Once the game gets going proper, this is just a tutorial, but there's a day-night cycle which works quite nicely. I mean, this is basically a survival game, and as all survival games, when the night comes, you don't really want to be out, so you try and do all your chores during the daylight hours, and then do crafting and stuff like that when the night time comes, because you can't really see too much. But anyway, here's your first JCB sponsored vehicle.
Please enter the JMC X18.
Nice kind of space tractor. I don't know the technical name for it. Space tractor sounds good.
Use the JMC X18 scanners to find the landing zone.
So it's another quite good thing in this game, as compared to some of the other sort of simulatory type games, is you get very clear missions here. Later on you can pick what missions you take, but you always get that list on the right hand side, sort of check boxes of things to tick off to sort of complete the mission. So you're never really left to your own devices too much. You've always got a goal to aim for, which I really prefer. But let's try and avoid those hurricanes, whatever they are, whirlwinds, and try and get to the landing zone. So we scan.
Pre-rendered habitation unit located within 2 kilometers. New mission. Drive to the landing zone.
I'm not quite sure where it's pointing me to. Somewhere. Don't think it's over there. Oh. Maybe it is. Let's head that way. So again, the control of this buggy is quite cool. It's very sort of loose. Get some great power slides. There's no interior view for this. It's all from this third person camera. I'm sure I'm going the wrong way. I don't know why they'd have me walk all the way down here and then drive the buggy all the way back. Who knows? Can't remember from my first playthrough. Oh God. Come on buggy, round you go. No, I'm pretty sure this is the wrong way because I'm not going to make it up there, so let's do a bit of a spin. Round you go. Let's try this again. Now, because of the gravity here, if you do get a bit of speed up and hit a rock, you are going to flip over. So you've got quite a nice simulation aspect of monitoring your speed. You can't just go hell for leather. Probably best not to drive through a whirlwind. Ooh. Performance wise, it runs pretty well. Not noticed any slowdown really. I'm on obviously docked at the moment, but I've played this handheld quite a bit. Graphics take a bit of a hit, as you'd expect, but generally it's the same, so nothing to be concerned about there. It's quite a good price as well. I think it's around £20 in the UK and about 15 if you shop around the other European stores. So I've really been enjoying it a lot. Certainly taken up the time of Switch gaming I have at the moment.
JMC X18's current vector will intersect with pressure-based electrostatic phenomena.
Okay. So yeah, anyway, looks like we're heading in the right direction now. Whoa, and there we go. He took off.
Recommended. Evasive maneuvers.
So basically got to get around these dust devils, I think they're called. And then you see our home pod is just up in front now. That's like our home base where we do everything from. Really sorry if I sound especially dull today. I'm just still recovering from quite a nasty sickness. But just really wanted to bring you this video because I just wanted to get some eyes on this game before it disappears off the store too quickly. So here's our hub. This is where we control everything from.
HAB telemetry indicates damage occurred at approximately the same time as your interrupted descent. New mission. Restore the habitation unit to full working order.
So there we go. So exit the hab and perform some repairs. Oh, we need to go and
Analyze
assess the
to the
damage.
infrastructure of the habitat. All power sources are to be inspected.
So we need to go and take pictures of the solar panels. To assess the damage.
Return to the hab to refresh the suit's vital supplies.
You said there, we need to go back to
Analysis shows that the first solar
refresh our
panels require
supplies.
repair. Gather supplies and prepare for a second EVA. Equip the nanotech repair rifle.
So that's a repair rifle and some repair ammunition. Whatever that is in this future time.
Head to the first solar device, Alpha 1.
So we've got to find where it needs repairing, which is around here.
New mission. EVA to repair the garage.
And apparently there's a damage to the garage. Let's see up here. First person view. I think there's a couple of bits of damage on the garage.
Building repaired.
There you go.
Recover the JMC X-18.
Don't need the gun anymore. Let's get back in the buggy. And then we need to park the buggy inside the garage. When you're inside the garage, you can do all sorts of upgrades on the buggy and add new things to it, and also smash it into the garage as well. That really helps.
You need to locate a logic board and power coupling, utilizing the hab scanners to project possible location to salvage. Scanning. New mission. Salvage locations for equipment.
So we've now been given a new mission to find a logic board and a power coupling, and they've been located by the scanner. Just by driving the buggy back into the garage there, repairs and refills it really. If you look at the bottom left hand corner, health, oxygen level and the power of the buggy. And then when you get out, you've got similar stats for your suit as well that you need to keep an eye on. So we're heading to salvage location 2, which I think is for the power coupling. I think this is the last bit of the tutorial, so we'll finish this bit. Should give you a decent idea of what the game's like. I'm planning to do a full series of this, of all the missions, and that should be quite fun. So it took a while to figure this out, how to get up to the part, and then realised the most obvious way was to get out and walk. So yeah, it seems to be quite a lot of variety of missions. and things to collect and craft as you go on. And it's basically, you know, parts simulator where you're driving that buggy around and collecting resources. You're doing little repair missions, upgrading and crafting different things, and also trying to colonise, as it said at the start. So you've got a little sort of colony building management part as well. So, you know, you place down, I don't know, a food supply building, which will need resources to build. So, you know, if that's what you want to build next, you put that down, and then you get told what resources you need to build that, so then you have to go out and find them to be able to build it. So it's that kind of loop. So here is the power coupling, so we collect that.
Return the salvaged component to the hab.
Can we just jump down now? There's a supply crate down there. There's always something good in there. Oh, well, we're jumping now. And he's broken both his legs and his hips, but he's fine. Whew. So here's the supply crate, and they've got in here some fabric, I'm sure we need, for bandages, antiseptic, some oxygen, rubber seals, and a circuit board. You see at the top you've got an orange bar there, that's the sort of space you've got. So we've got a capacity of 20 at the moment, so we could probably take a few more bits. We want to leave some space for that circuit board that we need to collect. That's fine, we can always come back and get that later. I'm going to be trapped in here now, am I? There's a buggy. Oh dear. Dead again, come on. He takes a lot of risks considering he's the only man on Mars. Not sure how well NASA vetted him. Right, let's go and find the logic board. Quick scan to give you an idea where it is. You might not be able to pick up, there's not much sound. You can sort of hear some weather effects of like the dust storms, and the JMX vehicle has got a slight humming noise to it, but I think it's fine. Hear some sound of the Martian storms. So it's very effective as a sort of survival game, because you are alone on Mars. And especially say when the night time comes, it does feel like that. It's quite eerie. Okay, so where's this other bit? I'm sure it's in this cave. Plenty of supply crates about. So you've got a light here that you can activate on your buggy and on your suit. Going through these weird caves. I don't know how the logic board ended up in the volcanic caves on Mars, but who are we to argue? Well, I think it was in here. I think it's down there. No, it's going to be dead again. Obviously, if you do play this, take more care than I do. Just jumping around. Right, there we are, logic board. That's both the items, so now we need to get them back to the hab. Not sure how long this game's been out. I know it's on PC. It's got, you know, fairly decent reviews on Steam. I'm not sure if it's on PlayStation or Xbox, or whether it's a Switch console exclusive. But like I say, this is kind of just a first impressions, just to show you that I think it's a game worth picking up if you're into these sort of simulation games. But we'll try and do some more videos on it. Maybe a bit more of an in-depth review once I've played a bit more. And then, like I say, I'd like to do a playthrough series of it. It's quite nice there with the dust blowing in. It's the entrance to the cave. Come back and have a look at that crate later. Let's just get this back to the hab and then call it a day. Spin that round. What we'll show you quickly is this vehicle. You've got a digger on the back. There's certain parts on the planet's surface where there's sort of resource pools. Yeah, I'm not picking up anything there because yeah, you have to go to sort of specific resource pools, do some digs, try and find the materials that you need for different things.
New mission. Enter the hab to install the salvaged component.
Let's get this dropped off. So circuit board, oh no, it's logic board, wasn't it? And power coupling.
Repairs complete. Systems online.
Hey.
Analysis shows the colony's power level is less than expected. Enter the colony plan visualizer.
Just show this quickly. This is how you do the building of the colony. So this is the colony planner view. It's asking you here to link up two units because one of them's lost power. This one had lost power, so it's saying to make a connection. So it's added a cable there, power cable, and now that's got power as well. Okay, so it's going to go into the next part of the tutorial. It's talking now about upgrading the JMX vehicle, JMC X18, sorry. But yeah, we'll probably cover that when we do a different video. But yeah, I hope you can see it's a decent game. As I say, it's not a massively priced game. I think there's a lot of content here, and if you like this sort of chilled out simulation sort of games, bit of crafting, bit of resource gathering, bit of base building, all on Mars, if that sounds like it's up your street, then definitely check it out. And if you do, drop us a comment and drop us a like for the video, even if I sound like I'm dying. I'd appreciate that. Make me feel better. But anyway, I will get back on some videos in the next sort of week, or over the coming week, sorry. Got some new games to show and some big releases to talk about, and a big year ahead. Rumours of Persona 5 and The Witcher 3, already an amazing start if they're true to 2019 for the Switch. But yeah, check that out. Have a good new year, and I will speak to you very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.